And we're rolling. Awesome. So this is Music and Coffee with Chelsea Beth, and today I am interviewing Kim Weston.
Yep, that's me.
From the Kity Project, and we're in the infamous cave that...
the cafe.
The cafe. The cafe that Kim and Tyler have at their house, and it's actually kind of bittersweet because they're moving.
We are, yeah. The first is our last day. And we are moving into an RV, so it's a new adventure.
Wow.
Pick it up tomorrow. We're really excited.
Super cool to get to talk to you kind of at this transition point.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole new adventure. I'm sure we'll be learning a lot, just kind of as it comes at us. But I think we've researched enough that we're just going to kind of jump into it and see how it goes.
Kind of like jump and hope it works out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Right, yeah.
And we also have coffee from Alleycat Cafe, which is very cat themed.
It's very, very yummy. What is it? What is the drink?
Coffee with honey. That's what you
that is?
right?
Okay, that's really good.
Okay.
I'm a simpleton, but
no, I liked it. I was like, when you said that that's what you wanted, I was like,
so
oh, that sounds really good. So what song are you going to play for us today, Kim?
I'll be playing Nowhere Fast. It's one of our newer songs, probably been around for about 6 months now. And we just released it on our EP. We're going to do one more EP and then hit the studio after that. So.
Where are you recording?
Right now we're recording up in LaPorte, so both the EPs will be done by us, and then we'll be in a studio for someone else's studio for the full album.
Wow, that's exciting.
Spoiler alert, we haven't let anyone know yet. But
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Glad you let us know.
Yeah.
So kind of the main thing I want to spend time talking about today is just what the story behind writing Nowhere Fast was for you and for the band. Kind of how did the song come to be, and
sure.
What's the meaning?
It's actually it was a kind of a unique process for me, because usually when I set out to write a song, it's very specific, and sorry, I'm looking for my dog. It's very specific with a very specific purpose and message. But this song, I was actually trying to write a different one that now I have completed. But that song had that kind of specific message, and this song I was talking with a friend and told him how much difficulty I was having with writing Tales of Immortal. And he was like, well, maybe you should do some exercises where you just kind of let go and you just write whatever's on your mind. And so Nowhere Fast kind of came to be that way. And it's, like I said, pretty unique for me to just write something kind of completely random that maybe I'm not so connected with, so it feels more like it's for interpretation by other people. I think that's cool because it means something different to everyone.
Yeah, you said the advice your friend gave was to let go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that something that you struggle with sometimes with songwriting?
A little bit, yeah. And ever since writing this song, I feel like it's almost more of a flow kind of writing instead of either doing research on something or trying to piece it together perfectly and editing too much while I'm writing. It's nice to just kind of get it all done on paper and go back to it later and make changes if I need to. But It seems more natural too with the writing. So. Yeah, this song brought about a whole bunch of really cool things.
Yeah, it seems consistent with like the theme of your life lately of just kind of letting go and jumping into new things, and trying new experiences.
Right. Speaking of that, if anyone needs a futon, I have a futon and many other things up for grabs.
Just come on by.
Come on by. Yeah.
Can I go look through your house before?
Yeah, sure,
today?
of course.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm curious too. You said the other thing that came up while you were talking about it is you said this song kind of isn't as personally meaningful as other songs you've written, or maybe I'm misinterpreting that. But I'm just curious, where do you generally draw meaning for your music?
A lot of my music comes usually from either past experiences, or lately I've been writing kind of referencing emotions and coming to terms with those emotions, and sometimes even pain or happiness or whatever it may be. But this song, I guess I don't have anything like that. It's not connected to any personal experience of mine, but that doesn't mean it hasn't come from the heart, and I think that's all that's important when you're writing. And I think it's cool to kind of, instead of about something that happened to me or something I was going through or an emotion I was feeling. It's kind of maybe for someone else and hopefully what they're going through and feeling or have experienced.
Yeah, it sounds like kind of an empathetic way of thinking about listening. Like,
Yeah.
not that you're writing for other people, but that you're kind of creating this canvas that people can paint on with your song is what it sounds like.
Yeah, for sure.
What has been in the past, like you mentioned writing about emotional, like deep emotional experiences. Do you mind sharing any in particular that have been particularly influential in your songwriting?
Yeah, so Sacred Stone, that was about my time up in Standing Rock, although as very short as it was, I was only up there for about 5 days. We were up there during the big protest, so it was kind of really neat, and we were kind of struggling, trying to figure out where our place was up there, and I felt like for a moment I caught myself thinking like, man, maybe I'm not needed, and what are we as white Americans actually doing up here? And I kind of shared my feelings with one of the Native Americans, and he accepted both me and my friend with open arms, and he said, you are needed, and here's where you can help, here's where they need the most help, and he kind of guided us in the right direction to make the most out of those 5 days that we were up there. So even though it was really short, I feel like we were there for a purpose, and we were there for a reason.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that's kind of the waves that the song goes through, I guess.
It sounds like that was a super meaningful experience.
It was for both of us, for sure.
Was it you and Tyler that were up there?
No, it was actually me and my friend Ricky. Tyler was in school at the time, so he couldn't step away from that. But yeah, me and my friend Ricky went up there.
Nice. Yeah. Well, you ready to play your song?
Yeah, definitely.
Before we had to ask that they stopped construction across the street while we did the interview. So
away
yeah. All right, Kim Weston with Nowhere Fast. gotta tell you, Kim, when I hear you sing, I get goosebumps
Oh,
everywhere.
really? Thank
yeah,
you.
Your voice is so
I
beautiful.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing that. And I was like so stoked when you started playing that song because I love that song.
Do you?
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, she's playing that one.
Yeah, that one's a lot of fun, and it's cool because you can do it just one person. You can do it with half a band, full band. Now we have a keys player, and she does some really cool stuff with this song too. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing the story and the song. It's so cool to hear the story after having heard the song before.
Right.
You know, and kind of like knowing now what the background is there and what it means for you.
Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. All right. Well, this is Music and Coffee. We're gonna see you soon. Coffee. Emphasis on the coffee.